drives you to excel in your area of expertise?
Well, it's kind of the coupling of this passion that I have with the hard work, the work ethic that I was raised around. On the fascination side, I mean, there's so much that goes on in the process of distillation. I mean, it's not just as simple as you throw it in a pot, you heat it up, and alcohol comes out. I mean, there are semesters of biology taught about just the process or the processes that go on between the grain creation of the beer, the way that you're able to break down those starches into sugar, and then the way you're able to convert that into alcohol by use of yeast and fermentation, and then how you're able to move all these different compounds through the distillation process. And at the end of it all, it's still an art form. I like to say that it's an art built on sciences because you're able to create something that's just so unique from these different scientific communities. And from the hard work side of things, I mean, I was always raised to do my best at whatever I've done. As you mentioned in the bio, I was raised on a dairy farm. And in case you don't know, dairy farming's not like other careers. It's not a 40-hour work week. It's not something where you have vacation days or sick days or anything like that in between. It's truly a way of life, and you better love it because you like I said, there are no breaks.
You can't escape it when you live on one.
Oh, yeah. So for mom and dad, it was twice a day milking, plus feeding in between, plus tending to crops, calves, sick animals in between. I mean, it was a huge undertaking. And on this family farm, it was me, mom, and dad. I'm an only child. And then my mother's parents, Push and Linda. And so when you throw me into the mix, raising a child in that environment, it was difficult. But everyone pitched in, everyone banded together and made it work. So to give you an idea, a standard day, mom and dad would wake up, get me ready. My grandfather would come and relieve them so they could go milk, and he'd watch me and take me to school. When I get home from school, my grandmother, Linda, she would watch me, help me with homework while she cooked dinner for everyone on the farm. We ate a family meal together every night, and then
That's great.
We'd wash and repeat. I mean, it was just, it was an amazing environment to grow up in. And when you throw on top of that, the most impressive span of all this, as if there wasn't enough hard work already, when I was 5, my dad went back to school. He went to law school here in Louisville, 2 hours away from where the farm was.
So he drive every day, or
no? He lived here through the week, and he would come home every weekend. The only exception to that was when he had to study for the bar exam. But through that week, mom had to milk and run the place by herself. I mean, she was able to put our family on her shoulders and raise me in the middle of it. So tremendous amount of admiration for how she really, I mean, the woman's the definition of grit. And I grew up with amazing role models there on the farm, and seeing how they were able to overcome, how they are able to achieve is just fantastic. So when I took that kind of work ethic and applied it toward my passion, I mean, I don't think there's anything I couldn't accomplish coming at it with that kind of drive.
So how young were you when you first started helping with the farm work and daily activities?
Oh, goodness. Well, even before I could go to school, like I mentioned, my grandfather would watch me. So, yeah, I mean, I would be working side by side with my family when they would be in the garden, when they'd be tending the cattle. I mean, I was along for the ride. I mean, it wasn't a deal where I got dropped off at preschool every single day of my life. I was always in one person's hand or the other. My family's quick to remind me that I never hit the ground the first few years of my life. I would get passed from one family member to another.
Nice. I like that.